low cost and at very high scale and volume, it is a new paradigm. This type of conflict and warfare has never been seen before since the Ukraine conflict. That was the first time in the history of warfare that these types of drones and capabilities have emerged and shown what it can do with very little amount of money, very little sort of infrastructure. You can create lots and lots of havoc for your enemy. And so the concept now is to be able to defend against those, because Iran has developed a lot of really capable drones, such as the Shahids, which can actually hurt us and our allies. And so we've developed technologies to enable us to do that, and that's the laser weapon systems called Locust that we've been shipping and making for our military for a couple of years now.
Did Iran develop them, or is China helping them with those Shahed drones?
First of all, I commend our president for taking this bold, smart action to go after this extremist regime. You know, number one. Number two, of course, these countries are helping each other. China, Russia, they're all in this sort of effort together to undermine U.S., undermine all of us, and we need to stand for that. We need to defend the people of Iran, because they've been under this oppressed regime for 47 years. 47 years, Maria. And it's time. I commend our president for taking the bold action to take action here and make a difference. And we are here to support our country and our allies.
Well, thank you for that. You're a patriot. We spoke with Anduril Industries co-founder Trey Stevens on the program last week. Here's what he said. Watch this.
There are a bunch of different layers that we're talking about when we engage in this autonomous air conflict. You have drones that are going out and looking for other things, like our Ghost platform. You have loitering munitions that fly around looking for things, and then when they find those things, they can go and take kinetic action against them. And then you have platforms like our Barracuda 500 that are actually they're missiles that are intended to go after targets directly. So I think you need to have every layer of this system figured out in a way where we're not relying on incredibly expensive Cold War era technology, but we're leveraging the advances in manufacturing techniques, the advances in autonomy in the manufacturing system to produce at high scale at very low cost.
So, Wahid, exactly what you were saying earlier, what do you want to say to investors this morning, Wahid, who have been plowing money into defense tech since President Trump returned to office for his second term? Of course, your stock came under some selling pressure after the SCAR Badger program was canceled by Space Force by convenience. Where does the growth come from at this point at AeroVironment, Wahid?
So, Maria, we're incredibly well positioned for the highest priorities of our national security and our Department of War and this administration. We have built our company